What's up, everyone, and welcome to XO Sports, here on Experience TV, where we talk everything sports, fashion, and fun. It's your girl, J. Lori, and I'm joined by my shawties.
Your girl, Ritz.
Layla.
And I'm Lonnie.
First off, how are y'all doing today? What's the vibe?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm ready for this conversation. It's going to be juicy. We're going to get down to everything. So I'm excited.
We got a lot to get into.
A lot.
A lot to get into. So let's get into it with the first topic, talking about the SECT topic. We have to just really briefly talk about the relationship between the PWIs and the neighboring HBCUs in this recruiting conversation that's going on social media right now. So we all know that Lane Kiffin is absolutely using Southern University as part of his recruiting pitch, right? Like, that's a understanding because, I mean, LSU is definitely benefiting from being a right down the street from an HBCU without actually being one. So I feel like that's kind of the same thing that Florida State is doing with FAMU as well. And this isn't me saying that FAMU and Southern are being used maliciously, but let's stop acting like proximity to Black culture in HBCU environments isn't something that PWI strategically do to sell to these recruits like Mr. Lane Kiffin is doing. I mean, what y'all think about this right now?
I mean, I think it's interesting because the one thing that we kind of seen him blow up over a little bit recently was him saying that the atmosphere and like the racism that's happening in Mississippi, most families weren't comfortable. They didn't like that. And then he mentioned how LSU was like so much better and like people feel more comfortable. So I feel like he is really using that race card to pull people in and kind of like benefit off of how that environment is. Because like you said, Southern is down the street. So it does kind of help when you do have those neighboring schools that have an environment that is welcoming for his athletes and their families.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I definitely see your standpoint on it, Jazz. I know you're like, don't be using my HBCU to be recruiting people, but I'm not gonna lie. As somebody that went to a PWI, whose PWI was down the street from an HBCU, I mean, they were definitely welcoming. Like, I was at the HBCUs more than my school most of the time, having a good old time, and I just feel like there's just that access there. And like also like here, like a good example would be like Maryland, like University of Maryland is a good D1, and then you have Howard up the street, and then Bowie State also up the street. So I don't know, I just feel like that's how the cookie crumbles, and that's just something that's been happening for a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's also really important to note that a lot of these HBCUs are trying to preserve their culture and totally deny access from the PWIs, especially Southern and LSU. And so to even bring that up into recruiting or anything like that gives you kind of a false narrative, because I remember being at Southern and LSU trying to buy out Southern and us being like, absolutely not. We are not doing that. So
and the athletes being at all of our pretty Wednesdays, like they was repping.
Yeah, look, I'm already knowing.
Wait,
I agree.
Trying to buy out the school is crazy.
Would y'all say with HBCUs? You know, I didn't go to a HBCU. I went to a PWI, but I wasn't. I didn't have any schools neighboring me. Like I didn't have the closest. I think. Well, I mean, I had VSU, but no one really went to VSU. I don't know. But would you say like the entertainment side and like the fun, all that, like everyone came to y'all school for
It
that?
comes from the HBCUs. That's where it comes from.
Oh, okay.
That's where it originates. The Pretty Wednesday, and then look, okay, this is name dropping, but we had Pretty Wednesday, and then LSU trying to come out with Wild and Out Wednesday.
Wild Out Wednesday,
like
be for real.
Seriously, like even like homecoming and like the game day traditions and everything like that. I just think culture is just so rich and runs so deep at a HBCU that even when like PWIs try to mimic it, it just looks like it's being mimicked. Like genuinely looks like it's being mimicked.
You can have a recipe, but it ain't gonna taste the same.
Like that's even like LSU band trying to play neck in the stadium. Y'all are banned from playing that, first of all, for a reason.
Literally.
So let Southern do it. Let the jukebox handle all of that. So,
but y'all are honestly clocking T, and that's exactly why PWI students know they have to go to the HBCUs if they even want to get a glimpse of the experience, because it's just not the same.
I feel like every time October comes around, like when homecoming season is, I don't see nothing about nobody staying like like for me at UVA, no one stayed at UVA. They traveled 2 hours to go to Howard. Like people are even catching flights to go to all these other schools. So I agree with you. Like the culture is different. That's you can't deny that at all. Like the people want to be in y'all spaces that are from PWIs.
Exactly. And I think that now being an HBCU graduate, I don't want it to be portrayed as just like, oh, we're only coming here to party. Because one thing that I can say is HBCUs are producing some of the high ranking people like lawyers, doctors, nurses. So I don't want it to be like, oh, we're only coming just to party because we get work done too. It's the same type of thing.
Experience